let me show you how I did this technique on the wall here. This is what we call a French wash, and I wanted a lovely aged effect. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I could have spent a lot of money and got some milk paint, but I thought, no, I'm going to make it myself. So this is what I did. I've got here a water-based varnish, which is, yeah, it is water-based, and I'll just open that. And this is where you have to sort of like take a few notes, so you will need a pen. Right, when I did this, the mix, I used this all the time, so that was my mixing bowl. And what I now need is to fill this up to, I'll show you where, right, it goes right to almost the level of this little mark here. Almost to there is where I did it. Now put the lid back onto that, and what I like to do with these is, instead of using a hammer, I'm about, I don't know, 9.5 stone. I just put my weight onto it, and that clip finishes that quite nicely. So that's out of the way. Then the next thing, look at the colour of that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Most beautiful, beautiful water-based varnish to use. I absolutely love it. Right, into that, I've now got into this container. This is the top coat that I used on the beams. Now I put 4 of those into there, and when you're doing it at home, if you're not sure, less is best at this stage until you get to the right consistency. So there we go, that is the 4 into there. Put that into there, and you'll notice that I have labelled, absolutely labelled everything so that I know what I'm using. Right, from there I need my stick. Oh, sorry. Here's my stick, and this needs to be well mixed, and I mean thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly mixed, and keep going into that. All that colour comes right from the bottom and is right well blended through the whole tray, the whole pottle. Right there, that's almost looking good. Maybe a little bit longer would, yes I will, I'll just give that a wee bit more. Right, from there, just leave that. I leave that to settle just for a few moments, and then I'll give it a good shake. Now here's one, put that to there, and here's one that I've already done, and I've actually put on this varnish plus 4 scoops for top coat on wall so that I know what it is. Right, we'll give that a wee stir, and I also need to use this little the little tray here. Shake that up as much as you can to make sure that it's all blended, and that, I'm just checking it to make sure I'm right here because I don't want to make a mess. Then that gets poured into there like so. Put the lid back on that so that it doesn't dry out. Trusty speed brush. Right. Put that into there and get that well coated. Now you'll also notice that I've got drop cloths all over the place, and I haven't got my white plastic thing on because this is okay to use. Right, onto here, I've made sure that this has all been sanded, and I need to mask up, and I also need to cut in, but just for now, I'll show you what I mean. Now and these walls over here, I've actually done 2 coats. Now that's annoying me because I thought I got everything off, except I didn't, and I do not want that little bit in there. So with the speed brush, the great thing is that you can just like run it along. Now make sure that where you stop and you start, that you well blend that right the way through, because we don't want any stop and start marks at this stage. See how I've got that bit there between there and there? Don't really want those. So just make sure that you drag that down. How quick and easy is that? This needs to dry for a day, and then you do your next coat. And then the other thing you can do is you can put a clear coat of that initial polyurethane that I used over the top of that if you wanted to for further protection. But how easy is that? I love the effect. Now I've got lots and lots of these methods that I'll share with you in due course. I hope I've been of assistance, because I know that there are 2 or 3 of you out there in the world who wanted to know how to do a fake French wash. I hope I've been of help, and I will see you another day.